He slept on a beanbag. He drove a Toyota Corolla. He promised to give away every dollar he ever made. And Wall Street, Silicon Valley, and the United States Congress decided he was the most trustworthy man in finance. He was running one of the biggest frauds in American history. $32 billion. Built in 3 years. Destroyed in 8 days. Not by the police. Not by regulators. By a single tweet. This is the story of FTX, the piggy bank, the secret pipe, and the oldest trick in the book. Explained like you're 5. Sam Bankman-Fried was not your typical Wall Street shark. He was a physics kid from MIT, the son of 2 Stanford law professors, a vegan who said money itself didn't interest him. He followed a philosophy called effective altruism. The idea, like you're 5, make as much money as possible, so you can give it all away. Earn like a pirate, donate like a saint. And in 2017, Sam found a money-printing glitch. Imagine lemonade sells for $1 on your street, but $1.10 one street over. Buy here, walk there, sell. 10 cents. Every single time. Sam noticed Bitcoin was cheaper in America than in Japan. Same coin, different price. So his trading firm, Alameda Research, bought in America, sold in Japan, and pocketed the difference. At the peak they were clearing $1 million a day, but arbitrage was small thinking. Why walk lemonade between streets when you could own the market where everyone trades lemonade and charge a fee on every cup? In 2019, Sam built FTX, a crypto exchange, a casino where the house never gambles. It just collects chips off every hand, every single day. 2 years later, FTX was worth $32 billion. Tom Brady starred in its ads. Its name was on the Miami Heat's arena. Celebrities lined up. Politicians took the calls. Congress even asked him how crypto should be regulated. They were asking him to help write the rules. He was 29 years old and worth $26 billion. Remember that. It matters later. But here's what nobody outside the company knew. Remember Alameda, Sam's trading firm? It never went away. Sam owned the casino. And he also owned the biggest gambler sitting at its tables. Like you're 5. Imagine your teacher runs the class piggy bank. Every kid puts their allowance in. But secretly, the teacher's best friend can borrow from the piggy bank whenever he wants. No limit. And no one checking. Buried in FTX's computer code was a secret switch. Every normal gambler who lost too much got kicked from the table automatically. But Alameda had a special setting. It could never be kicked out. Never. It could borrow customer money. Your money. If you had an account. Essentially, forever. And there was one more trick. This is the important one. FTX printed its own casino chip, a token called FTT, and Alameda's vault was stuffed with those chips. On paper, billions and billions of dollars. But ask yourself, if you print your own trading cards, and you own almost all of them, are you actually rich? You're only rich if someone will buy them. The moment everyone tries to sell at once, those cards are just cardboard. The empire's foundation wasn't gold. It was confidence. Belief in a token FTX had invented itself. Meanwhile, the money flowed out. $1.5 billion on celebrity endorsements and stadium deals. Luxury apartments in the Bahamas. Political donations. To both parties. Just to be safe. The employees running a $32 billion company tracked billions in loans on a group chat and did the accounting in QuickBooks. That's like running an airline out of a lemonade stand notebook. As long as nobody looked inside the vault, the party could go on forever. But what happens when somebody looks? November 2nd, 2022. A crypto news site publishes a leaked document, Alameda's balance sheet, and the internet notices something strange. This titan of trading, this invincible money machine, was mostly holding FTT, the casino's own chips. The whispers start. If Alameda falls, does FTX fall with it? Enter the rival, Changpeng Zhao A, CZ, head of Binance, the biggest exchange in the world, and Sam's oldest frenemy. Years earlier, CZ had been an early FTX investor. When they split, he was paid out partly in, you guessed it, FTT tokens. $580 million worth. November 6th, CZ tweets that Binance will sell all of it. Like you're five. The biggest kid in school just stood on the lunch table and shouted, "These trading cards are junk, and I'm dumping mine." What does every other kid holding those cards do? They run. It's a bank run. The same monster that ate the banks in 1929. The same panic from 2008. Just faster, and with rocket emojis. Customers demanded $6 billion back in 72 hours. A real bank at least holds your deposits somewhere. FTX couldn't pay because the money wasn't there. It had been quietly funneled to Alameda through that secret pipe, an $8 billion hole where customer savings used to be. November 8th, FTX freezes withdrawals. Then CZ tweets he might buy FTX to save it. He looks at the books for one day and runs away. November 11th, 2022. FTX files for bankruptcy. $32 billion. Gone in 8 days. The man brought in to clean up the wreckage was John Ray, the same man who cleaned up Enron. His verdict? Under oath. He had never, not even at Enron, seen such a complete failure of corporate controls. Sam went on an apology tour. Interviews. Podcasts. Tweets. I made mistakes. I never tried to commit fraud. But mistakes don't move $8 billion through a secret back door. His closest friends, the co-founder, the head of engineering, the CEO of Alameda, who was also his ex-girlfriend, all pleaded guilty, and all of them testified against him. In November 2023, a jury took less than 5 hours to convict him on all 7 counts. Fraud, conspiracy, money laundering, 25 years in prison. And here's the ending nobody expected. The bankruptcy team clawed back so much. Real estate, investments, one lucky early bet on an AI company, that customers were told they'd get their money back. The dollars were recoverable. The trust never was. Because strip away the crypto, the beanbags, and the Super Bowl ads, and FTX is the oldest trick in the book. Madoff did it with hedge funds. Belfort did it with penny stocks. The 20s did it with margin loans. Someone takes your money, promises it's safe, and quietly bets it on themselves. The costume changes every decade. The scam never does. So the next time someone brilliant, generous, and impossibly rich tells you not to worry about what's inside the vault, that's exactly when you should look. If you want to see how Bernie Madoff ran the same trick for 40 years, that video is on screen now. Subscribe for big stories, drawn simple.